World where every penny counts. Have you ever paused and wondered if your frugality is actually that silent thief that's stealing your dreams? Well, welcome to a journey where we're going to unfold some uncomfortable truths. Some truths about the hidden costs of playing it way too safe with your hard-earned dinero, your hard-earned money. Because today, I'm not just going to talk. I want to reveal some stories and some insights that might challenge your very beliefs. We're going to be diving deep into the heart of digital marketing and the entrepreneurial spirit. We're going to be exploring how being overly cautious with your investments might just be the invisible barrier that's holding you back from achieving all the success that you are completely capable of achieving. Are you ready to confront these truths? I hope so. Are you prepared to discover how breaking free from the chains of penny pinching can launch you toward your biggest dreams? If so, buckle up, because this episode, it's not going to be just another chat. No, my friends, this one is a wake-up call to all my digital marketers and online entrepreneurs out there, a call to action that just might change your life. Let's dive in. Hey there, audacious parents. Welcome to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, where we're not just about surviving, we're about thriving. If you're tuning in, you're not looking for just another feel-good, pat-on-the-back kind of show. No, you're here because you're ready to disrupt the status quo. You're ready because you're here to challenge your limits and to step out of the comfort zone where we know growth never happens. This is not just your average, let's all be happy with our 9-to-5 lives kind of podcast. We're here to give you actionable strategies. We're here to dive deep into the world of side hustles, digital marketing, and smart income-boosting tactics. Why, you may ask? Because we're designed for parents like you, parents juggling family expenses, childcare, and the elusive me time. We're not just about making money, though. We're about designing a life that you dictate, not one that's been prepackaged in a soul-sucking 9-to-5 box. So, if you're ready to break free and design a life that aligns with your dreams, design a life that aligns with your family, you're in the right place. The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast. What is up? What is up? What the heck is up, my fellow digital adventurers? This is, as you know, the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, your go-to place for breaking the mold and discovering the path far less traveled in the world of digital entrepreneurship. I am your humble host, Tracy Brinkman, and I'm thrilled to have you joining us on today's enlightening journey. Now, in this episode, as I mentioned, we're venturing into a topic that resonates with each and every one of us, probably deeply on a personal level: the importance of investing in ourselves. Now, when I say investing, I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about time. I'm talking about effort. And I'm talking about the courage to step out of our comfort zones. You hear me say this at least every third episode. Put your little pinky toe outside your comfort zone, at least a little bit. We're going to dig a little deeper here. You see, the ever-evolving landscape of digital marketing and making money online, the most crucial investment that you can make is in yourself. It's about more than buying a course, though. It's about more than just reading a book. It's about embracing a mindset of growth, a mindset of being a lifelong learner and understanding that every step you take in educating yourself is a stepping stone towards your ultimate success, towards being everything you can be. Let me share this with you. Investing in yourself is the best investment you will ever make. It's not just a cost, it's a stepping stone to your success. So remember, every dollar, every hour, every ounce of energy that you put into your growth not only enriches your knowledge, but also amplifies your potential to succeed in any realm, be it digital or physical, spiritual, emotional, financial, relationships. It enhances all of them. As we dive into today's theme, let's keep an open mind and ask ourselves one simple question. Am I truly investing in my own growth, or am I simply just skimming the surface? So stay with us as we explore the rants and the raves of someone who's made it online and uncovered a pivotal role of investment in charting their course to success. All right, my friends, let's embark on a little time travel of sorts. Let's go back to the days when my journey into the digital marketing world was just beginning. Let's picture this, shall we? A driven yet cautious entrepreneur. Yeah, that was me. I was scouring the internet for every free resource that was available. Free courses, free ebooks, free webinars, you name it, I consumed it. But here's the kicker. The more I relied on these free resources, the more I found myself getting stuck right back in the same place. Sure, here's the thing. The price was right, but what about the value? Yeah, not so much, right? Far from it. The quality, well, let's be honest, it was often subpar, and quite often the content was a little outdated, if not way outdated. It was like trying to navigate through a dense fog with only a flickering or dying flashlight.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
That, my friends, is when it hit me. A little realization that changed everything. I discovered that the most expensive advice is the advice that just doesn't work. Right? Well, duh. You see, here's the thing. Investing in quality is not a cost. It's an investment in your future. So this, my friends, has become my mantra. So I took a deep breath and I made a pivotal decision. I invested in a premium course. Yeah, I get it. It cost me a significant sum. But what about the return on investment, you may ask? Well, my friends, it was extraordinary. Within weeks, the clarity, the strategies, the action steps, they were all there, right? All lined up in a path and became this beacon in the night. So you might say, I learned the hard way that in the digital world, free often comes with a hidden cost. A cost paid in time, in frustration, and more often than not, many missed opportunities. Well, I'm going to be honest, it's a lesson I wish I had learned far earlier, but one I am definitely grateful to have learned today as I apply the invaluable knowledge gained from that one-time investment way back when. So, my fellow entrepreneurs, as we move forward, I want you to remember the fallacy of free. It's tempting and it's everywhere, but it's not where our success lies. Success lies in recognizing the value of investing in ourselves, investing in our growth, and ultimately investing in our future. So let's shift gears and talk about mentorship here for a moment. Specifically, the myths surrounding free mentorship in the digital world. It's a topic that's a little close to my heart, like I've mentioned, and I'm sure it's probably close to many of your hearts out there as well. As you listen to a podcast like this one, I'm sure you've poked around the internet's websites that are available out there and come across many free mentorships. How many times have you seen it? Or perhaps have you done it yourself? You send a message to a stranger, a seasoned professional asking, will you be my mentor? Can I pick your brain, right? Can I take you to coffee and pick your brain? It sounds like a simple request, but here's the hard truth. Expecting free mentorship, well, let's be honest, it's a bit unrealistic. Why, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, and I'm about ready to drop a serious little note here for you. So take out your pens and pencils or your little microphone recorders, however you can log this down. The reason, my friends, is because a mentor's time is valuable, just like your time is valuable. Paying for coaching, remember this, get this, paying for coaching, my friends, is not a cost. It's an investment in accelerated learning. It's an investment in accelerated success. That's the reality that we all need to embrace. When we pay for a mentor's time, we're not just buying hours. We're buying the years of expertise. We're buying the personalized one-on-one guidance that we're going to get. And we're investing in a tailored roadmap for our own success. Yeah, you see? The time and the knowledge that the mentor provides are probably the most precious of resources. And just as we expect to be compensated for our skills and our time to our clients, so too should we respect and value the time of those that we seek to get information from, what we seek to get knowledge from, that we seek to get expertise from. I remember the first time I hired a coach. Yeah, the price tag was, well, let's be honest, it was a little daunting at the time. But the insights, the direct feedback, and the tailored advice was completely transformative. It was as if I had been trying to navigate a maze in the dark without a map, with my eyes closed and blindfolded. Suddenly, there was someone with a map and a flashlight and pulled off the blindfold and said, "Go this way, my friend." And I did. And it was amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't to say that free advice or mentorship doesn't have its place, because let's be honest, it does. But when it comes to building a serious, sustainable venture in digital marketing or online entrepreneurship, it is personal coaching that can be the accelerator you never knew you needed. But you do know you need it, don't you? Yeah, I can feel you nodding right now. So as we continue on this path of discovery, let's discard the myth of free mentorship and embrace the empowering reality of investing in ourselves, of investing in expert guidance, in an investment that pays dividends in knowledge, skills, and ultimately our own success. As we navigate the intricate world of digital marketing and online entrepreneurship, there's one skill that stands out as a cornerstone for success. All success. I don't care what niche you are selecting, what path you are choosing. This one stands above all of them. Communication.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Specifically, the power of clear and direct communication. Let me share a little personal anecdote here, if I may. Early in my digital journey, I received a message that simply said, "Hi." That's it. No context, no question, nothing. Hi. I was puzzled. I was unsure how to respond, really. I mean, sure, I could just hi and click send. This expertise taught me a crucial lesson about the digital world. In the world of digital communications, clarity is king. Being direct saves time. Being direct opens doors. I want you to remember this phrase. If you remember nothing else about this podcast, I'm sure you'll remember a number of things, but I want you to remember this. In the world of digital communication, clarity is king. Being direct saves time. Being direct opens doors. This phrase has since become a guiding principle in all my interactions, online and offline. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. In a fast-paced digital arena, time, my friend, is currency. Every second spent deciphering vague messages is time lost from creating, is time lost from innovating, and is time lost from driving your business forward. So, be clear. Think about all the emails and messages and posts we encounter every single day. The ones that stand out, the ones that we tend to remember and probably most likely respond to, are those that are concise, clear, and straight to the point. They respect our time, and we in turn show respect to the sender. Yeah? Okay? So, I learned to adopt this approach in my own communications. When reaching out to potential collaborators, when reaching out to potential clients or mentors, I make my intentions clear from the onset. This approach not only streamlines interactions, but it also establishes a solid foundation of respect and professionalism. Like, hey, dude, I understand your time is just booked up with all kinds of different things. Here, let me get straight to the point. And they're like, thank you. I appreciate that, rather than babbling on and on and on. So, as digital entrepreneurs, let us all make a conscious effort to communicate clearly and directly. It's a simple change, but in its simplicity, its impact can be profound. It can open doors to brand new opportunities. It certainly can foster much stronger relationships, and it has the opportunity to pave the way for far more effective collaborations. Oh, you feel my energy about this? I'm really passionate about this. Now, as we continue our exploration into the realms of digital marketing and making money online, let's tackle a common pitfall that many of us, myself included, he says as he raises hands, have stumbled upon. The assumption that we already know everything there is to know about a given subject. But Tracy, I have been in my business for 20 years. Yeah, hold on. Bear with me. Because it's easy to fall into the trap of complacency, especially in areas where we believe we are so well versed. But there's a truth I have come to embrace. Assuming you know everything is the biggest barrier to your own growth. I need you to stay curious. And in staying curious, you'll find hidden gems of knowledge everywhere. This realization can open your eyes. It opened my eyes to an endless amount of learning opportunities that surround me and surround you as well. You see, in my journey, there have been many moments when I thought, oh, I know all there is to know about this, be it digital marketing or making money online or offline marketing. But time and time again, I have been humbled and I have been enlightened by new perspectives, new techniques, and new insights that I would have missed if I had not kept an open mind. Here's the thing. The digital landscape, and you're going to go, well, duh, Tracy. The digital landscape is ever evolving. And with it, the knowledge and the strategies needed to succeed are just as ever evolving, if not more so. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. What worked last year and stopped working 6 months ago might work again now. And what you know today might just be the tip of the iceberg. So, whether it's a course, a webinar, or a conversation with a fellow entrepreneur, approach it with the mindset that there's always something new to learn. Now, if you combine this with the previous episode about, listening with both ears and using your mouth at the same ratio, 2 ears, 1 mouth, right? Yeah. You might really be able to take your story and their story and create our story. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to the previous episode. It will be very enlightening on this topic.
The Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
This approach not only enriches our knowledge, but keeps us agile and adaptable to what's going on in the industry and any industry, because they are all constantly changing. And as a result of that consistency of change, we need to cultivate a culture of continuous learning, of being ever curious. And by doing so, we not only enhance our own skills, we can also contribute to the ever-expanding wealth of the collective knowledge of those around us in our field by saying, hey, did you know about this? And they're like, no, I didn't hear about it. And let's use my infamous or my favorite quote from Bruce Lee, right? Absorb what's useful. So as you're going out and you're learning things, you absorb what's useful, you discard the rest, just put it over here on the shelf. And then you add something that's uniquely you, right? So you're putting yourself back out there into the marketplace as a part of this collective knowledge. That's when the magic really starts to happen. Now, we come to the cherished part of the show, Whiskered Wisdom. I love this segment because this is where I try to distill the essence of today's discussion into a single nugget of actionable advice, something that you can carry away and you can apply in your journey towards digital success or just success in general. So, the top tip for today, invest in learning. I don't care if it's a book, if it's a course, or a coaching session. Any one of these can advance your knowledge and your skills. So don't hesitate. As soon as you're done listening to this podcast episode, go invest in that one you were just looking at recently. You're like, well, maybe not. No, go do it. The return on investing in yourself, my friends, is immeasurable. Remember, every step you take in learning and in self-improvement is a step towards your goals, whatever they may be. So that's why throughout this episode, I've tried to explore some of the pitfalls of penny pinching, and the myths of free membership, and the power of clear communication, and the necessity of staying open to learning, being open-minded to what's going out there. They all have this common thread weaving through these topics that are paramount, and that is the importance of investing in oneself, investing in you. And as I invest in me. You see, investing in yourself isn't about spending money. No, that's not what we're talking about here. It's about valuing your own potential and committing to its realization. You know how badass you are, so get out there and be as badass as you are. It's about understanding that the tools, the knowledge, and the guidance that you acquire today are the foundation of tomorrow's success that you are just dreaming of right now. So, as we wrap up, I encourage you to reflect on the ways that you can invest in your own growth, whether it's picking up a book that you've been eyeing, like I mentioned, enrolling in a course that sparks your interest, or seeking a coach or mentorship that can propel you, just slingshot you forward. Then go ahead right now and make that commitment. your future self will thank you for. As we draw this episode to a close, let's take a moment, if we can, and recap some of the invaluable, well, I think they're invaluable, hopefully you found them valuable, insights that we've shared today. We've navigated the fallacy of free resources. Now, mind you, I get it. There are very valuable free resources that are out there, okay? But you have to look at them with a mindful eye. I mean, I give you free resources. This podcast is one. Hopefully you find value there. But as an overarching impact, at some point, there's a price you have to pay. We've debunked the myth of free mentorships. We've highlighted the power of clear and direct communication and underscored the importance of continual learning. Remember, the journey to success in the digital world isn't about clutching every single penny that you have. It's about making strategic investments in yourself, in your growth, and in your success. It's about shifting your mindset from saving pennies to investing in skills, knowledge, and relationships that will propel you forward. In order to make it online, my friends, you're going to have to embrace this shift, right? This shift in mindset, this shift from penny pinching to investing in yourself. If you embrace this shift, you can watch how it transforms your approach, and you will definitely watch how it transforms your outcomes. But hey, before we sign off, first off, let me give you a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who have stuck around the past 20 plus minutes here of this episode. If you found any value in this conversation, I invite you to subscribe to Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast so that you never miss an episode, and there's plenty of them. This is episode 458. We've been around a while and we're not going anywhere just yet. We have a plethora of resources and online courses designed to fuel your entrepreneurial journey, right? Available at your fingertips. And not all of them are free. All right? But don't forget, hey, if you got any value in this, share this episode with friends, family, or anyone that you believe would benefit from this discussion or any other ones that we have in our catalog. Your support in spreading the word is truly invaluable. Remember, my friends, your journey to success is just one decision away. Choose to invest in yourself and watch your world, all of your world, your spiritual world, your financial world, your business world, your digital footprint world. Watch your world transform. This is your moment. This is your opportunity. Seize it, embrace it, and let's grow together. Until next time, keep challenging the status quo, stay hungry, stay curious, and continue to be the extraordinary dark horse entrepreneur that I know you are. Think successfully and take action.
Hey, my Dark Horse Entrepreneur parents, thanks for tuning in. If this episode struck a chord, share it with a fellow parent hustler. Let's grow our tribe that thrives, not just survives. For more insights and a community that totally gets it, join our Facebook group at www.darkhorseschooling.com/tribe. Think successfully and take action.